What's up, you guys? Welcome to Sector for Nerds. Today we're going to have a chat about why Grand Admiral Thrawn is one of the biggest threats in Star Wars. But first up, if you could do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to the channel. At the time of this recording, I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so if y'all can help me get there, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you could head over to my other YouTube channel called Top 10 Character Moments, link in the description below, and subscribe there as well. Subscribing to my channels is free and it really helps support me as a content creator. Thank you guys so much. So let's talk about Admiral Thrawn, shall we? I'm recording this video before the Ahsoka series and will probably go up before the Ahsoka series. But the purpose of this video is to sort of help people understand why Thrawn is such a big deal. Because a lot of people talk about him, right? Like, oh, Thrawn's such this big threat. And there might be other people that are just like, well, I just don't get it. Or they may not have seen Rebels or may not have read the Heir to the Empire trilogy. So I do kind of want to break it down a little bit. And the first thing that I always tell people when it comes to Thrawn, well, someone like Palpatine poses a very physical threat, right? Or like Darth Vader poses a physical threat. Thrawn is a much bigger mental threat. It's like playing against someone in chess that is constantly 5-10 steps ahead of you. And no matter what piece you move, he's always got an answer. He always knows how to respond. That's what it's like facing Thrawn. Now, that's not to say that Thrawn doesn't pose a physical threat, because something that was established in Rebels, perhaps more so than the Heir to the Empire trilogy, is that Thrawn was training against a bunch of sentry droids in Rebels, and you see that, like, he's practicing and working on his fighting skills, which for someone like him, it does make sense, because if there's one thing that Thrawn is always trying to do, it's trying to learn new things and understand new things. And so for him to like tackle the realm of physical combat, like for someone like him, it just makes sense. Now, is he the best at it? I'm not sure. I think that might yet to be determined. But I mean, we do see him take on Kallus, who Agent Kallus, for those who don't know, was a member of the Imperial Security Bureau. He ends up defecting over to the Rebellion. And I mean, I'm sure in ISB, they probably have you train and learn how to fight, right? So the fact that Thrawn can stand up to someone like that and win, it shows you that he is a decent fighter. At least that's what we're establishing in the new canon. I highly recommend that for those who have not watched Star Wars Rebels, to check that out before checking out the Ahsoka series. A lot of people are saying that this is going to be Star Wars Rebels Season 5, and the more footage I see from it, like when it comes to the trailers, it makes it feel like this is Rebels Season 5. And listen, if you're not the biggest fan of the animation, like, I understand that. Like, trust me, it's not Clone Wars animation, right? I even said when talking about the Clone Wars Season 7 finale that the Stormtroopers in that finale looked better than any of the Stormtroopers in Star Wars Rebels. But for me personally, I absolutely love Rebels. I love it just as much as Clone Wars. I love the story. I love the characters. It's an incredible show. Now, Thrawn isn't there at the start, but he is there for Seasons 3 and 4, and he poses such a massive threat to our heroes. Another big thing about Thrawn is he likes to study art. Like, that's one of the things that he's known for. And one of the interesting dynamics about this show is there is a character in said show, also a character that's going to be in the Ahsoka series, by the name of Sabine. And she's someone who uses art a lot. And a very interesting thing that they do, it's like, well, how does that play off of Thrawn, and like, how is that art that she does and she creates gonna be used against them because of Thrawn? It's gonna be very interesting to see how the Ahsoka series plays out, what threat Thrawn is gonna pose in this show, how much of the show is he actually gonna be in? Because I believe that ultimately we're setting up for a giant crossover movie with like characters from the Ahsoka show, from The Mandalorian, from the Book of Boba Fett. And I've been saying this for a long time, and I know it feels like more and more as we learn stuff, right? Like the fact that Dave Filoni's going to be directing his own movie during the Mandoverse timeline makes me feel all the more that my thoughts about this are coming more and more true. I think Thrawn is going to be the main villain of that movie. So yeah, you guys, that is going to wrap us up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned every Wednesday for my thoughts on the Ahsoka series. Hopefully y'all will be checking those videos out, and I will see you guys next time.
I started hearing whispers about Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.